synchronize function in your editing software? Or do you have to clap and then synchronize
Oh,
yourself?
I better clap. The microphone to your mouth.
Sorry, I'm going to forget that. You're going to have to remind me. But do you have like a tool in whatever editing software you use?
Prem.
Oh, you use Premiere? Do you know the synchronize function?
Nah. I do everything in probably the most backwards, long way.
I'm going to save you a fuck ton of time synchronizing then.
Yeah.
All the audio tracks, all the video tracks on different layers, highlight them all, right click. There's a thing that says synchronize. It'll take 10 seconds and it'll line it all up for you.
Sick. All right, I'm going to start doing that.
And you don't even have to remember those instructions because you've just recorded them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly. I'll use that. See? That's the point of me doing this. I want to learn stuff.
I don't know if I'm the guy to come to for that.
I think you are, though, because you're very knowledgeable.
Oh, it's fake knowledge. It's all smoke and mirrors.
What do you mean? It is not.
A lot of surface level things. They're more the like jack of all trades, master of none kind of vibe.
Yeah, I used to think that saying, that was the end of the saying.
It's not the end of the saying.
It's not. I used to think jack of all trades but master of none was a negative thing, but it's actually a positive thing. Because the full saying is like, a jack of all trades but a master of none is still better than a master of one or something like that, isn't it?
That sounds probably what it is from memory.
It's like if you're just really, really good at one thing, that's great. And I'm sure you'll be successful at that one thing. But being kind of good at a lot of things means you can provide a full picture or like...
There's pros and cons
to
that,
a bit more, yeah.
But, you know, I'd still love to be better at music.
A master of the craft.
Of some craft, yeah. Rather than feeling like I'm hacking my way through everything.
Yeah.
Do we do any intros here, or do we just jump straight in and keep talking like this? Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering. I'm like...
I just want you to be the most comfortable. So if we just start talking and not even worry about it, then there's less thought that goes into it. What is your front running skill? Are you a master of anything? And if
sleep.
Okay.
I don't get enough of it, but the sleep I get is really good.
It's really good. It's high concentrated.
Yes.
Quality sleep.
Yes.
Because you play the mandolin.
Yes.
You do lots of behind the scenes sound stuff. There's a little puppy.
Is there? Where?
Behind us. Right here.
Like right in my blind spot.
Hello. Do you write lyrics?
Yeah. I've been writing lyrics since I was like 12.
Yeah, okay.
A long time.
Why did you start writing lyrics?
I don't know. A little depressed boy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the thing I started doing. I think I enjoyed it. I think I didn't stop doing.
Yeah.
Same with like songwriting. There was no, I want to be like this person or I want to write songs like this. I just wanted to write songs and started. What's my front running skill? I still don't know if I have an answer for that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. It's just not something I've thought about, and it's very weird trying to like compare what I do day to day for work, which is still a creative skill, versus things that I'm working towards and wanting to do. I would say maybe my greatest skill is having dumb ideas. Cool. And then finding a way to make those dumb ideas happen as opposed to just letting them be dumb ideas.
Yeah, okay. I like that. How do you find divvying up creative energy? Because you just said you work a creative job and you do video editing and videography and photography in that job, don't you?
Yeah.
How do you find sharing the energy between doing that creativity and then having enough for your own like at-home projects and the band and stuff?
That's a really good question, but I feel like they're almost different wells I'm drawing from.
Okay.
I get enjoyment out of both of them, but it's a different kind of enjoyment and a different kind of satisfaction.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because one is personal and one is like work. Also for me, it's more of like a snowball where the more creative things I'm doing, the like greater number of ideas that I'm exposed to, things that I can take and use both for myself or for work, depending on the context of where I get it.
Kind of feed each other, hey?
And like, I tend to find that the more time I spend being creative, the more time I want to spend being creative. I'm sure there's probably a point where there's burnout where it's too much, but at the moment I'm not in that spot. I think maybe if I was doing songwriting day to day, I'd be less inclined to do songwriting and band stuff in my own time.
Yeah.
But there's like enough of a variety where it's still all creative, but it's not the same task day in, day out for work and for myself that's making me go, I'm getting nothing done.
You're not teaching like a songwriting class and using all of your energy there and then going home and writing songs for your band.
Yeah.
But even that could be, like you said, being creative breeds more creativity. That could be a positive thing anyway. I just wondered like if that was something you struggled with, deciding how much energy to give to the home stuff or
it always fluctuates.
Pays the bills.
There's never like this is a set amount I'm doing, especially when it comes to organizing gigs or like a photo shoot or going into the studio, or like something bigger is happening with the band. There's a lot more time given to that in a short amount of time because there's logistics that need to be organized and locked down.
Yeah.
But then once it's over, you go, cool, we're going to take a week, take 2 weeks, kind of step away, give it some space and come back to it because it's not going anywhere. And I think it's, at least we have tried to set it up in a way where all of us, we can come and do what we want, but it's not trying to be intrusive. We're trying to set it up in a way that we can just keep doing it because we enjoy it and letting people have the space they need when they need space.
Amazing. Tell me about the band. And before you tell me about the band, who are you?
Who am I? I'm Jason.
I want to know your name, your favorite Australian film, and how long you have played the mandolin for.
Okay. Name is Jason.
Hello, Jason.
Hi, Nathan. I have played the mandolin for probably almost 3 years at this point.
Cool.
I have terrible film knowledge. I do not watch a lot of movies.
Good. Me neither. Muriel's Wedding. Do you like Muriel's Wedding?
I haven't seen Muriel's Wedding. He start listing things off. Yeah, you're going to start seeing I have big gaps. I don't watch a lot of movies. Pretty sure Happy Feet's Australian, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's my favourite, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
I want to say so.
What's your favourite movie?
Favourite movie is... everyone's going to expect me to say Lord of the Rings. I kind of want to say Lord of the Rings.
You do look like a bit of a hobbit.
Thanks. What is it? I'm blanking on it.
Lord of the Rings 2?
No. Out of the 3 movies, The Fellowship is the best, and I'll fight anyone that says differently.
Okay.
I don't watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, right. I didn't realize the getting to know you questions were going to be so difficult. So why did you start playing the mandolin?
I was initially trying to diversify what instruments I could play.
Okay.
To play more musicals.
Yeah.
I played a musical. I only knew guitar at the time, and the other guitarist was playing guitar, ukulele, and I want to say maybe a banjo or something in there as well.
Yeah.
Basically, I was like, oh, cool. If I pick up all the string instruments, I'm hella employable as a guitarist in musicals.
Interesting.
I was just going to do, I already had a ukulele, knew how to play ukulele a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, I'm just going to buy a banjo or a mandolin on Marketplace. Whatever pops up first is what I'll start to learn.
Yeah.
Picked up a mandolin, and my friend Habibi plays violin, and they're tuned the same. So I was like, hey, show me how this works, because my brain is broken. It's quite opposite to guitar. Wise, literally opposite.
After you've gotten used to something for how long did you play guitar for before picking up the mandolin?
Man, brain is too early for maths.
You did play a show last night.
I did play a show last night, yes.
You still got the eyeliner on.
I didn't have any makeup remover. I was scrubbing my eyes.
Way longer. You've been playing the guitar way longer than
way longer. Something like 17 years or thereabouts.
So to get used to something and then to try and flip all of that information around in your brain, that's a funny thing to do.
It's different. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's different. Everyone should learn a different instrument.
Yeah.
Everyone should play in fifths instead of fourths.
Why?
Because it makes so much more sense with the way music theory is and the way chords are structured.
Do you think a lot about music theory when you're making stuff?
Yes and no. I tend to write mostly with the others in the band.
Okay.
And
how does that process work? How do you guys write something?
It doesn't. Habibi and Tim.
Who are they and what do they do?
we're just like sidetracking so much here.
Yeah.
So
We're learning.
We are learning, I guess. Habibi is violinist.
Yeah.
Very like folk origins, I guess you would say, folk jazz. I met him at uni for music.
Okay.
Tim, he's the singer and the synth player in the band, but he did composition at uni and grew up playing the clarinet.
Okay.
And being in choirs, and is
Yeah.
very much more from the like classical realm of things.
Mm-hmm.
You put those two together and they will just ideate music endlessly, keep jamming, riffing, and just infinite amount of ideas. Hello,
little puppy.
Doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
I mostly write with them. Yeah, I don't want to call myself a wet blanket, but I'm generally the person being like, hey, let's like pick a structure. Let's
Rein
pick a
it
thing.
in.
Yeah.
You need an Andy. You know what I mean? Like, if there were two Hamishes, that wouldn't be a show. Someone has to be there to like put a box to play in to then be able to break outside that box.
Yeah, and it's not always me. It's just generally. And I think it's to do with the things that we all tend to focus on when it comes to engaging with and listening to music. So Tim is very harmony, melody focused. Beebs is very melody focused. And then also slightly more, like a bit more harmony as well. I'm very like texture and structure
Cool.
and bringing up those questions while we're like writing it. It's not like an afterthought after we've got all this material. How do we make it work? I'm like in the process of like, well, if this is this section.
Yeah.
And I know it's different from like each different song.
Yeah,
and
it's case by case,
and we
right?
all bring different ideas and starting points. It's not as though one person is writing everything and bringing it to the group and then they're adding their parts. It's some songs are almost all Tim, some songs are almost all Beeb, some songs are almost all me. And this time round, our drummer is involved in the process as well.
Yeah.
So like everyone's having their input, and the level to which everyone is included varies from song to song, depending on how strongly they feel about something.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just the four of you in the band, isn't it?
At the moment.
Oh, really? Are things potentially changing, or could we not talk about that?
I don't know. I'd probably have to check with the band.
All right, I'll cut that. I'll just leave
I mean,
it.
I can tell you.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Nice to meet you. You're being hailed. you're being called. How do you go managing the... it's not very fun to talk about, but I feel like
The
it's a good
admin
place
side
of
of things.
learning. Yeah, I feel like it's a really... I feel like it's something that I definitely struggle with because I can't be bothered. But I feel like if there's a way that someone does it that they manage really well with, I want to learn. And I feel like you guys seem to have it figured out to a
I'm
degree.
glad it comes across as that way. We're chaos demons.
Yeah, okay.
Little gremlins. Beebs and I mostly do a lot of the admin stuff.
Yeah.
But filter the necessary things through Tim and Jackson.
Okay, so you kind of drive the train and just check in, like, is this okay?
When things need to be. Like, there's certain things that we do that we don't even bother because it slows down the process trying to get everyone involved.
It's hard,
And
especially
then-
the more people as well. Like,
Yeah, and
to get
Beebs and
started.
I are still refining how it works between us.
okay,
Like, first album happened the way it happened, but we've changed it slightly since then, where if someone's doing a thing, they don't even have to, unless they are looking to bounce an idea of someone, you don't have to filter it through the other person. It's like, no, you're part of the band, you're doing your job. Whatever decision you make is fine.
Okay.
Like, you have an understanding of how it goes. Again, same thing. It's not like a set level of 50-50. Like, it's periods of Beebs will be doing more, and then there's periods where I'll be doing more.
sounds like you've all got a lot of freedom. Like you were saying before, that the band is a fun thing that you want to be able to keep enjoying, and not something that adds more stress to life. Like, you've got enough space.
Yeah, we don't want to be rocking up and like freaking out and not having fun. Like,
Yeah.
the whole thing is we want to get together and enjoy hanging out with each other, enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah.
And the last thing any of us wants is to like that to be soured by just anything, even if it's like boring business stuff, which like has to be done. But there's ways you can do things
Just make
to
it fun. You can treat
make
anything
it
like
just
a
more
game.
sustainable. And sometimes that means, okay, we'll do a show in a couple of months instead of right now, and like things get delayed, and that's fine. Like, you're not beholden, at least, you know, we aren't, because we're not signed or anything, but we're not beholden to anyone besides ourselves. So at worst, we make plans. they don't happen when we initially want them. They just get bumped and pushed and
Things
changed
can
depending
shuffle
on
around.
people's life circumstances. Doesn't mean that they won't happen. It just is slightly different to when they were initially thought of.
If you could pick one song out of what you've released so far that encapsulates how you see the band, what song would you say perfectly encapsulates who Materia are?
I don't know if there's a song that perfectly encapsulates.
If you had to pick
us,
one, what's your
but
favorite?
If I had to pick, that's two different questions.
Okay, go with the first question.
The song that I think on our first album sounds the most us is Slipping Away.
Yeah, I love that song.
All the time, rolling on the shore.
A lot of the other ones are like they are us, but they're also like taking things from other people and not like our version of other bands or anything, but like going, oh, we could do this, we could do that, like taking elements and putting them in our way. Whereas I feel like Slipping is a lot more just like us being us.
Cool.
I think it would be harder to, I really hope this doesn't come across as arrogant. I think it would be harder to compare Slipping Away to like another band and say that sounds like this band, whereas things like Greenland have got bits that you could point to like Zeppelin or Sabbath, or
Yeah.
we've got ones that sound more punky. You can maybe find like you've got other comparisons you could point to in those specific songs, whereas I think Slipping would be harder to
Tie down.
compare to another band.
That's a great answer. That's a really
Is
good
it?
one.
I don't know. I
think
feel
it
like
is.
that's very like not arrogant, but like not self-entitled either, but like blowing smoke up my own ass. Which
I don't
I'm
think
not
it
a fan
is
of.
though. I think it's like being aware enough to see which songs are obviously linked to other bands and their inspirations, and this one is like the fact that you know that this sounds like you is awesome. I don't think that's an arrogant thing at all. If that's the song that's the most you guys, what's the most fun? What do you love playing live?
The Hermit Spiral.
Yeah?
Very easy answer. It just has this really fun build-up and then release. Our only song to not have lyrics, even though it's technically part of like a two-part song.
Okay.
But it's just got this really fun build-up, and then everyone gets to do dumb fun things for their solo. And when we do things and play things, trying to make each other laugh, trying to like fuck with each other, like still obviously sounding good, but having fun with it. And then it's just a moment right at the end where everything hits and it's very big and very full and very, very fun to play.
Is it just Tim who does all the talking?
Yes, I'd say that'll probably stay the same.
How does he go with that? Because I feel like I'm at a place now where if I don't have some prepared ideas of stuff I'm going to say between songs, I find myself not talking.
We build in talking spots in our set list.
Cool.
And have we don't script it, but we have basically talking points.
Yeah.
It means that the band, like Beebs and I, know that we can tune, we know that we can grab water, like it means that we're ticking the boxes of things that we should be saying each set because it's built into our set list.
Yeah.
And when we rehearse the set list ahead of time, like we practice with those pauses and those spots there.
Okay. It's a good way to do it, I think, because otherwise you can just go without so easily.
Yeah, and there are some people who have got the personality to get up there and talk between songs and free form and completely comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, Tim is someone who probably could do that. But you're on stage, you're performing, there's certain aesthetics to doing that. Yeah, we've just decided that we don't want to do a lot of talking. We'd rather play an extra song or, not that talking, like we want to hit the beats we need to talking wise.
Yeah.
But we're there to perform music. People haven't paid money to come and hear us do shitty improv comedy.
Cool. I like that. It's good that that's something that's thought out so that it's not like a wedding speech that just drags on, You got more time for that song. Something less about the band, I think, more just about you. Do you prefer being in front of the camera or behind it?
I want to say music is more fun.
Yeah.
All of this is,
Extra?
necessary
Necessary?
and enjoyable.
Is your most enjoyment just from purely like jamming, making the stuff, writing the things, recording, and then everything else that comes with it?
Like the peak for me is performing,
Okay.
but that is, you can't have all your eggs in one basket.
Um,
I don't know where that cut out.
doesn't really matter. I'll be able to make it work. But
Okay.
I think the last thing I really want to ask you is there anything you can tell us about that's coming out? Or if not, where should people go and listen and find
So-
out when things are coming out?
There will be new music at some point,
Yeah.
but there's nothing solid enough to give any time indication.
Okay.
There's a gig at Bad Decisions August 10th.
Okay.
Can't remember timings, but that's with Nightlight and Bitch Eyes.
Cool.
And then there is a gig October 28th
Cool.
with Yasmin, Delane, and Nora.
Nice.
If you want to listen, we're on whatever streaming platform you want to listen to us.
Nice.
I don't know if I said the name, but it's Materia.
Yeah.
Do I need to plug anything else? We have merch.
True.
There's-
I have merch. I have your merch. I
there's,
love the shirts. They're
um,
fucking sick.
Yeah, currently black t-shirts, but there's new merch that we'll be announcing for our August show.
Cool.
Anything else? I don't know, support local artists. Not just us. Go to anyone. Support anyone who does music.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah, it's not a competition. It's support everyone, raise the music scene together.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. Thanks for talking to me and making that happen, because that's literally what this is about. Yeah, thanks for chatting. Until we see you again, enjoy your life and your music and your job.
What is this accent you're putting
I
on?
know. It's very annoying. I don't know how to sign off things as well. I know that I'm just going to cut to the loud
Fledge.
song and the logo.
I don't know, you'll figure off a sign off. You'll say something at some point and go, I like that.
I think
Let's roll with that.
the most important thing is I don't cut myself off halfway through.